Okay. Hello, sounds. Hello. Okay, okay. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Cebu 3rd DEO of this bidding conference as scheduled today, December 2, for Civil Works. But before we start, I would like to request everyone to please arise for a prayer.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from
Okay, thank you. So we are going to, again, I'd like to reiterate that we have Civil Works, no? This afternoon that we were going to open for the bidding conference, and there are about 13 projects. So we will be moving fast so that we can finish this earlier. So I will not read anymore the projects since we have discussed this in our pre-bidding conference. We go directly, but before we proceed, allow me to introduce again the composition of the BAC for this year, CY 2024-2025. So the Cebu 3rd DEO is headed by our beloved District Engineer, Engineer Suset Wanaka. Yours truly, the chair. At the same time, the Assistant DE, Engineer Reyna Valles. And we have here our members. On my left is Engineer Lisel Amameo, member, and the Chief of the Maintenance Section. On my extreme left is from the Construction Section, Engineer Raul Flores. And on my right side is the Chief of the Construction Section, Engineer Dali Almirol, and on her right side is the Chief of the PDS, Planning and Design, Engineer Richie Ortega. On her right is from the Construction Section, Engineer Alan Aliuso, and of course in this room we have our members of the Technical Working Group and the BACSEC. And we are assisted by our IT officer covering this live, no? Online bidding conference. And of course, we have Ray Tabianusa, our assistants also, no? For this coverage. So without much ado, we will start the first project, contract ID 24H F0110. And this is about the rehabilitation of blood control structure at Barangay Calumampao, Toledo City, Cebu. Location is Toledo City, Cebu. Contract duration is 215 calendar days. And the approved budget of the contract is 93,605,000 pesos only. And we'd like to check on the attendance. So we have here, as recorded in our attendance, we have 8 participating bidders. Namely, we have WTG Construction, WGO Construction, Improbia Construction, PLD Construction. We have here the Great Pacific Builders, Helm Construction and Supplies, and Alpha and Omega General Construction and Development Corporation. And lastly, we have JG&J Construction and General Supply. So that's number 8. All are well represented. So Rubilia Canonigo, present from WTG. Rupert J. From WGO. Then we have Jamie Aribo. PLD, Ed Mark Colina. Great Pacific, Raquel. I cannot read the family name. Helm Construction, Eileen Mirabi. Alpha and Omega, we have Ryan May, Martin, and JG&J, Mary Me, no? Carusos. So all are inside the room present. So kindly open the box as I read the eligibility. So there are 8 participating bidders as recorded also in the CWA. They are all in. So we will read now the result for the CWE. So for the legal aspects, we have here the following result. For JG&J, Mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2024. The DTI is valid until September 29, 2025. The BIR tax clearance certificate is valid until October 22, 2025. PhilJEP registration is valid until May 2, 2025. The next is Helm Construction and Supplies. Mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2024. The DTI is valid until October 10, 2029. BIR tax clearance certificate is valid until February 19, 2025. PhilJEP registration is valid until May 27, 2025. The next, we have Improbia Construction and Development Corporation. Mayor's permit is valid until January 11, 2025. The SEC is valid until July 31, 2056. BIR tax clearance certificate is valid until July 10, 2025. PhilJEP registration is valid until August 13, 2025. For the next, we have Alpha and Omega General Contractor and Development. Mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2024. The SEC is valid until May 19, 2064. BIR tax clearance certificate is valid until January 31, 2025. The PhilJEP registration is valid until June 4, 2025. While the next is WGO Construction and Supply. Mayor's permit is valid until March 18, 2025. The DTI is valid until December 20, 2026. BIR tax clearance certificate is valid until September 30, 2025. And the PhilJEP registration is valid until May 28, 2025. For the third to the last, the number 6, we have Great Pacific Builders and General Contractors Incorporated. We have the mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. The SEC is valid until June 19, 2068. BIR tax clearance certificate is valid until April 25, 2025, while the PhilJEP registration is valid until July 9, 2025. For the next, we have PLD Construction and Development Incorporated. Mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2024. The SEC is valid until December 14, 2067. The BR tax clearance certificate is valid until April 18, 2025, while its field job registration is valid until August 17, 2025. Then the last but not the least, we have WTG Construction and Development Corporation. Mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2025. The DTI, rather the SEC, is valid until February 26, 2043. The bear tax clearance certificate is valid until May 30, 2025, and its field registration is valid until May 28, 2025. For the technical and financial aspects, number one, we have JG&J Construction and General Supply. The pickup license is valid until March 26, 2026. Pickup registration is valid until July 4, 2025. Work experience result passed, and the NFCC result also passed. For the next one, we have Helm Construction and Supplies. Helm Construction and Supplies has a pickup license valid until February 12, 2026. The pickup registration is valid until July 4, 2027. Work experience result passed, and the NFCC result also passed. The third, we have Infrabia Construction and Development Corporation. Pickup license valid until October 9, 2025. Pickup registration is valid until July 9, 2025. Work experience result passed, and the NFCC result also passed. For the fourth one, we have Alpha and Omega General Contractors and Development Corporation. Pickup license valid until March 30, 2025. Pickup registration is valid until June 24, 2026. Work experience result passed, and the NFCC result also passed. Then the fifth one, we have from WGO Construction and Supply. WGO Construction and Supply has a pickup license valid until February 3, 2025. Pickup registration is valid until December 4, today is 2024. Work experience result passed, and the NFCC result also passed. So today is 2, okay. Then the next, we have Great Pacific Builders and General Contractors Incorporated. They have their pickup license valid until March 28, 2025. The pickup registration is valid until March 28, 2025. Work experience result passed, and the NFCC result also passed. Then the second to the last, we have PLD Construction and Development Incorporated. Pickup license valid until September 20, 2026. Pickup registration is valid until June 30, 2026. Work experience result passed, and the NFCC result also passed. The last but not the least, we have WTG Construction and Development Corporation. Pickup license valid until August 12, 2026. Pickup registration is valid until May 20, 2025. Work experience result passed, and the NFCC result also passed. So, as the result, so they are all eligible to participate. So, kindly give the documents, distribute the documents, please, for assessment and evaluation. Okay, AJ, kindly give us a mild music. Time check is now 2:25 p.m. 2:25 p.m. Ah, pare na yun. Kailang siya. Kana okay na. Yun yung Yan ay problem.
Mr. Chairman, technical proposal submitted by WGO Construction and Supply is complying.
Okay, as per evaluation, the technical component submitted by WGO is complying.
Mr. Chair, J&J Construction and General Supply submitted their technical proposal for 24HF0110 complying.
Okay, for JG&J, the technical documents or components submitted by them is also complying.
Mr. Chairman, technical proposal submitted by Alpha Omega General Contractor and Development Corporation for contract ID number 24HF0110 is complying.
Okay, for Alpha Omega, the technical component as per evaluation submitted is complying.
Mr. Chairman, as well as Infravia Construction and Development Corporation is complying.
Okay, for Imprabia and Development Corporation is also complying for its technical documents submitted.
Sagit na pre. Ha? Tama.
Okay, as per evaluation for the Great Pacific, their documents submitted for technical requirement is also complying.
Mr. Chair, technical proposal submitted by WTG Construction and Development Corporation for contract ID 24HF0110 He's complying.
Okay, for the WTG, their technical document submitted as per evaluation is also complying.
Mr. Chair, technical proposal submitted by Helm Construction and Supplies for contract ID 24HF 0110 is complying.
Pardon?
Helm
Okay, for
Construction and
Helm
Supplies.
Construction, the technical component or document submitted as per evaluation is also complying. Okay, for the financial component, as per evaluation and submitted by WGO is complying. Okay, for JG and J, their financial component as evaluated is also complying. Okay, for Alpha Omega, the financial component as per evaluation is also complying.
Mr. Chairman, as well as Great Pacific, no, Infravia, rather. Wait, sir.
Okay, for
Submitted the financial documents complete.
okay,
compliant.
for Improbia, their financial component submitted as per evaluation is also complying.
Mr. Chair, financial proposal submitted by WTG Construction and Development Corporation for contract ID 24HF 0110 is complying.
Okay, for WTG, as per evaluation, their financial component is also complying.
Mr. Chairman, financial proposal submitted by Great Pacific Builders and General Contractors Incorporated for contract ID 24HF0110 complying.
Okay, for Great Pacific, as per evaluation and examination, their financial component submitted is likewise complying.
Mr. Chair, the technical proposal submitted by PLD Construction and Development Incorporated for contract 24HF 110 is complying.
Okay, for PLD, their financial component submitted as per evaluation is also complying.
Mr. Chair, financial proposal submitted by Helm Construction and Supplies for 24HF0110 is complying.
Okay, for Helm Construction, their financial component as per assessment and evaluation is also complying. Okay, are we okay or there's still?
Mr. Chair, the financial proposal submitted by PLD Construction and Development Incorporated for 24HF 0110 is complying.
Okay, for PLD, their financial component or proposal submitted as per examination and evaluation is likewise complying. No more? No more, no more? Huh? Okay. Okay, so as per result, all the participating bidders are all eligible to participate. So we move forward. We now ask Engineer Lisel Amamio to please evaluate the bid security so that we can now read their quotations.
Panahon, sir.
Okay, time check is now 2:46 PM.
Isa, wala na mo paano kasahan. Ito mo to si Kuan, Flavia. Ito sa mani. Ito na yung wait. Wala ba yun? Seven.
8.
Sir, asang helm? Pila na? Diyan, di ba, sir? 4?
Oh, 4. Morning.
Asang helm? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Asa ang helm? Excuse. Asa ang helm? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7. Kasi naka-read sa helm. Asa man? My goodness. What's up? What's up?
Okay, we shall read now the result of their quotations. So the bid security, they are all eligible. Okay, so we move now to the opening. So first, we have here bid quotation from Helm Construction. So they have, let us see, there are, no. Okay, so
Mr. Chairman, all 8 participating bidders, they are all submitted the bid security in the form of bid securing declaration with 120 calendars of validity period, and they are all of the ratings passed.
okay, so all are qualified. They passed the examination for the bid security. So we proceed now to the reading of their quotation. We have first coming from Helm Construction. Helm Construction has a bid amount in the amount of 92,903,660 pesos and 70 cents. I repeat, 92,903,660 and 70 cents. The next we have from WTG Construction. WTG Construction has a bid amount or has a figure in the amount of 92,944,817 pesos and 85 cents. I repeat, 92,944,817 pesos and 85 cents. The next we have from Improvia Construction and Development Corporation has a bid amount in the amount of 93,554,487 pesos and 86 cents. I repeat, 93,554,487 pesos and 86 cents. Okay, the next we have coming from, what's this? Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega has the bid amount in the amount of 93,570,817 pesos and 14 cents. I repeat, 93,570,817 pesos and 14 cents.
870 point 817
817.
817.
Okay, the next we have coming from JJ and J Construction. They have a bid amount in the amount of 91,500,000 pesos only. 91,500,000 pesos only.
500,000.
500,000. The next coming from, we have Great Pacific Builders. Great Pacific Builders has a bid amount in the amount of 93,572,818 pesos and 79 cents. I repeat, 93,572,818 pesos and 79 cents. We have the next coming from PLD Construction. PLD Construction has a bid amount in the amount of 93,599,906 pesos and 20 cents. I repeat, 93,599,906 pesos and 20 cents. And the last but not the least, coming from WGO. WGO has a bid amount in the amount of 93,522,516 pesos and 60 cents. I repeat, 93,522,516 pesos and 60 cents. Okay, so who is the lowest? We have coming from JG and J in the amount of 91,500,000 pesos only. And this is still subject to further evaluation or post-qualification. That would be all for the first one. For 00110. The next, we go now to 25H F005. Okay, so this is about the rehabilitation, construction, upgrading of damaged paved roads, primary road, Cebu to Leblo Wart Road, no? So with an approved budget of 66,994,160. Kindly distribute now the documents for evaluation. So we go now and check the CWA result. This is for 0,005. So we have only two participating bidders in this case. So we have Supriya Philippines Development Corporation and WTG Construction and Development Corporation. We go now to the legal aspects result. For the legal aspects, so we have, this is a joint venture for Helm Construction and WTG. So joint venture, no? So for Helm Construction and Supplies, their DTI is valid until October 10, 2029. Their BI tax clearance certificate is valid until February 19, 2025. And the field of registration is valid until May 27, 2025. For WTG Construction, his partner, So we have the DTI or the SEC valid until February 26, 2043. Their BR tax clearance certificate is valid until May 30, 2025. The PhilJEP registration is valid until May 28, 2025. While the next we have Supriya Philippines Development Corporation. So mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2025. The SEC is valid until February 3, 2066. The BR tax clearance certificate is valid until September 5, 2025, while the PhilJEP registration is valid until October 14, 2025. For the next one, for its technical and financial aspect, so Helm Construction, again, is a joint venture between Helm and WTG. Helm Construction has a pickup license valid until February 12, 2026. The pickup registration is valid until July 4, 2027. Work experience result passed and the NFCC result also passed. WTG Construction and Development Corporation has a pickup license valid until August 12, 2026. The pickup registration is valid until May 20, 2025. Work experience result passed and the NFCC result also passed. And we have Supriya Philippines Development Corporation. Supriya Philippines Development Corporation has a pickup license valid until March 30, 2025. Pickup registration is valid until September 9, 2025. Work experience result passed and the NFCC result passed. Hence, both participating bidders are all qualified. So kindly distribute the documents, technical and financial, for evaluation.
Hello. Mr. Chair, technical proposal from uh, joint venture between WTG Construction and Development Corporation and Helm Construction and Supplies complying.
Okay, so we have now the result for the technical component submitted by the joint venture of Helm and WTG. As per evaluation, they are complying.
Mr. Chairman, Supriya Philippines Development Corporation submitted their technical proposal for contract ID 25HF0005 complying.
Okay, for Supriya Philippines, as a result, their technical component per evaluation examination is also complying.
Mr. Chair, financial proposal from joint venture WTG Construction Development Corporation and Helm Construction and Supplies complying.
Okay, for the result for the financial component as submitted by the joint venture of Helm and WTG, they are also complying.
Fine, sir.
Okay,
Mr.
time check now is exactly 3:10
Yes, yes, sir.
p.m.
Mr. Chairman, Supriya Philippines Development Corporation submitted their financial proposal for contract ID 25HF0005 complying.
Okay, for Supriya Philippines, their financial documents as per evaluation and submitted is also complying. Okay, so there's still one.
Two naman, financial. Okay, sir.
Financial, okay na?
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, so
Technical, sir.
both contractors are all complying, so they are eligible to participate. Time?
Nanay take time. Bid security lang, sir.
Okay, so kindly evaluate now, Ma'am Lisel, the bid security for the two or the participating bidders.
Okay, for Supriya Philippines Development Corporation, submitted their bid security in the form of bid securing declaration with 120 calendar days of validity period and our ratings passed.
Okay, so we have now the bid quotation of the two participating bidders. First, we have from WTG Construction. So they have a bid amount in the amount of 66,020,814 pesos and 20 cents, less 30%. from their bid. So please calculate. I repeat, they have the joint venture of WTG and Helm has a bid amount of 66,020,814 pesos and 20 cents, less 30% from the bid. So that would be how much? And that is their bid amount. Kindly compute. Anybody? Pila? So that's now the final bid amount of WTG and Helm, no? GB. 46,214,589 pesos and 94 cents. As I'm correct, di ko 69. Okay, that would be for the joint venture. We go now to Sopria Philippines. Sopria Philippines has a bid amount in the amount of 66,875,987 pesos and 71 cents. I repeat, 66,875,987 pesos and 71 cents, less 30%. And that would be their final bid amount. How much? So pila, di ko kaklaro. Okay, so we have the final bid amount of Sopria Philippines in the amount of 46,813,191 pesos and 40 cents. So we have the lowest coming from the joint venture of Helm Construction and Development WTG Construction. So this is still subject to post-qualification or further evaluation. So that would be all for 005. Next, we go now to 0017, and this is about the access road and bridges from leading to marriage. So this is convergence and special support program. So this is about the construction of road from Barangay Colunya to Buran, Cebu, no? So Barangay Colunya to Buran, Cebu in the amount of 24,500,000 pesos, the ABC. So kindly distribute the documents, please. So we have here the participating bidders. There are 4 participating bidders, namely WGO Construction and Supply, Sopria Philippines Development Corporation, Juga Builders and Construction Supply, WRS Construction and General Supply. So kindly distribute for the evaluation while I'm reading the result, or first, do not open, ha? Kaya ato samang results sa this CWA. So for the result for the CWA, for the legal aspects, so we have JJ&J Construction. Mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2024. DTI is valid until September 29, 2025. BR tax clearance certificate is valid until October 22, 2025. PhilGF registration is valid until May 2, 2025. For WGO Construction and Supply, we have mayor's permit valid until March 18, 2025. The DTI is valid until December 20, 2026. BR tax clearance certificate is valid until September 30, 2025. While the PhilGF registration is valid until May 28, 2025. For Sopria Philippines Development Corporation, the mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2025. The SEC is valid until February 2, February 3, 2066. The BR tax clearance certificate is valid until September 5, 2025. Field of registration is valid until October 14, 2025. Then we have here the last one, Juga Builders and Construction Supply has a mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. The DTI is valid until May 23, 2028. The BR tax clearance certificate is valid until June 24, 2025. Field of registration is valid until February 28, 2025. So that's it for the result. So all participating bidders for 0017 are all eligible. So kindly proceed with the evaluation and examination of their financial and technical.
Thanks, sir.
Time check now is now exactly 3:18 p.m. 3:18. Palihog. Palihog tubig daw.
Asa man sila, Erwin?
Tubig.
Naog man siya.
Maligam-gam. Kabas.
Sige, dawa to go. Ha? Ito pa, gamit ko na to. Kaya ito gamit. Kaya lang.
Tama.
Mr. Chair, technical proposal from Joga Builders and Construction Supply complying.
Okay, as a result of the evaluation for Juga's document, technical document submitted as per evaluation is complying.
Mr. Chairman, technical proposal submitted by JJ&J Construction and General Supply for contract ID 25HF0017 complying.
Okay, for JJ&J, their technical component as per examination and evaluation is also complying.
And also, Mr. Chairman, Supriya Philippines Development Corporation submitted their technical proposal is complying.
Okay, for Supriya, their technical component as examined and evaluated is also complying.
Mr. Chairman, WGO Construction and Supply submitted their technical proposal for contract ID 25HF0017 complying.
Okay, for WGO, their technical component or proposal submitted as per evaluation is likewise complying.
Mr. Chairman, Supriya Philippines Development Corporation submitted their financial proposal is complying.
For Supriya Philippines, their financial component as per evaluation is also complying.
Mr. Chair, financial proposal from Joga Builders and Construction Supply complying.
Okay, for Juga Builders, their financial component as per evaluation is also complying.
Mr. Chairman, financial proposal submitted by JJ&J Construction and General Supply complying.
Okay, for JJ&J, their financial component submitted as per evaluation is also complying.
Mr. Chairman, WGO Construction and Supply submitted their financial proposal for contract ID 25HF0017 complying.
WGO.
Okay, for WGO, their financial component submitted and as examined is also complying.
Wala na, sir.
Ano?
Wala na, sir.
Okay, so as the result, the participating bidders for this 0017, all their documents are all complying, so hence they are all eligible. Okay, we go now to the evaluation of their bid security. Kindly, Ma'am Lisel, proceed with the examination, evaluation of their bid security.
Okay, for JJ&J Construction and General Supply and WGO Construction and Supply, with also Supriya Philippines Development Corporation, and lastly, we have Joga Builders and Construction Supply. They are all submitted their bid security in the form of bid securing declaration with 120 calendar days, and it is the validity period, and they are all over ratings passed.
Okay, thank you. So we proceed now to the opening of bids and reading of their quotation. So we have first from WGO Construction. WGO Construction has a bid amount or an offer in the amount of 24,416,834 pesos and 30 cents. I repeat, 24,416,834 pesos and 30 cents. The next we have coming from Juga Builders. Juga Builders has a bid amount or a quotation in the amount of 24,356,500 pesos only. I repeat, 24,356,500 pesos only. The third one we have from JG&J Construction and General Supply. JG&J Construction and General Supply has an offer in the amount of 24,490,000 pesos only. I repeat, 24,490,000 pesos only. And the last but not the least, we have an offer coming from Sopria Philippines. Sopria Philippines has an offer in the amount of 24,495,373 pesos and 86 cents. I repeat, 24,495,373 pesos and 86 cents. That would be all for 0017. And who is the lowest? We have Juga. So Juga got the lowest. And again, this is subject to post-qualification. Okay, thank you. We go now to the next one, 0028. Hello. Okay, so let's now see the result for the CWA. So for 0028, as listed here, reflected here in the CWA, we have only one participating bidders, no? So this is a sole loan bidder from BL Pangan Construction, okay? So we now see the result of the CWA. So let us see. So for the legal aspects for BL Pangan Construction, their mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2024. DTI is valid until July 9, 2028. The BR tax clearance certificate is valid until July 31, 2025, while its field of registration is valid until August 21, 2025. For the legal, technical, and financial aspects, BL Pangan Construction has a PICAP license valid until July 3, 2026. PICAP registration is valid until June 25, 2025. The work experience result passed, and the NFC result also passed. Hence, BL Pangan is very much eligible to participate. Okay, kindly give the documents again for evaluation. So this is a loan bidder. Hmm. Yeah, then, QN. Siya na nga rin yun. Yan, si Juan. Sige. Hmm. Sige. Sige. Okay.
Mr. Chair, technical proposal from Bill Pangan Construction complying.
Okay, as a result for the evaluation of the technical components submitted by BL Pangan is they are eligible or they are complying.
Mr. Chair, financial proposal from Bill Pangan Construction complying.
Okay, for the financial components submitted by PL Pangan, they are also complying. Hence, BL Pangan is eligible. Okay, so we now proceed with the evaluation or the bid security examination. Let me say. Time check now is exactly 3:35. Okay, so Ma'am Dali, could you summon the other?
Mr. Chairman, BL Pangan Construction Supply submitted bid security in the form of bid securing declaration with a validity period on 120 calendar days.
Okay, so as examined, so they are okay, so eligible. So we will now proceed with the reading of their quotation. So for this project, 028 BL Pangan, a loan bidder has an offer in the amount of 4,922,289 pesos and 49 cents. I repeat, 4,922,289 pesos and 45 cents. And again, this is subject to post qualification. Okay, that's it for 0028. We go now to the next one. This 0031. And this is about the construction completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Tubod, Toledo City, Cebu, with an ABC of 1,980,000 pesos only. So we have here the result for the CWA. So again, we have a loan bidder coming from Dina RBS Construction and supply. So we now see the result for its CWA. So for the technical or rather legal aspects, so for the legal aspect for Dana RBS, we have here the mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. The DTI is valid until, or the SEC is valid until November 3, 2070. BI tax clearance certificate is valid until November 4, 2024. And its field of registration certificate is valid until January 29, 2025. And for the technical and financial aspects, Dana RBS Construction has a pickup license valid until August 20, 2025. Pickup registration is valid until April 2, 2027. Work experience result pass, and the NFCC result also pass. Hence, Dana RBS is eligible to participate. So kindly give the documents for evaluation.
Mr. Chairman, Dana RBS Construction and Supply submitted their technical proposal for contract ID 25HF0031 complying.
Okay, for Dana RBS, their technical component as evaluated by Engineer Raul is complying.
Mr. Chairman, Dyna RBS Construction and Supply submitted their financial proposal for contract ID 25HF0031 complying.
Okay, for Dana RBS, financial component submitted as examined is also complying. Hence, Dana RBS is very much eligible to participate. Okay, so kindly examine now the bid security, Ma'am Lisel.
Okay, for Dyna RBS Construction and Supply Incorporated submitted their technical, or rather the bid security declaration with their bid security submitted, and it is 120 calendar days and all ratings passed.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's now move on to the reading of their quotation. So this is a loan bidder coming from RBS, Dana RBS for this 0031. So Dana RBS has an offer in the amount of 1,969,998 pesos and 0.08 or 8 cents. I repeat, 1,969,998 pesos, 0.08.
Time, sir.
Time check now is exactly 3:45. So this is still subject to post-qualification and further evaluation. Okay, that would be all for 0031. So we go now to the next one, and this is 25HF0015. And this is all about the rehabilitation of flood mitigation facilities within major river basins and principal rivers. Construction of flood mitigation structure, Ginabasan River, Barangay Bago, Asturias, Cebu. Approved budget of the contract is 144,750,000 pesos only. So we have here now the result of the CWA for the 0015. Okay, so we have here 6 participating bidders, namely Binray Construction Corporation, Infrabia Construction, PLD Construction and Development Incorporated, Great Pacific, WTG Construction and Development Corporation, and Alpha and Omega General Construction and Development Corporation. So there are about 6 now. So, or 6 participating bidders. So let's now see the result for each CWA. For the CWA, where's the result? Attendance ba daw? Na-detach, palihog ko daw. This one. This one. Correct na. Where's the fascinator? Ika pa. Kani, pauban na sila. Oh, I see. Okay, sige. Okay, so let us now see the result for the CWA. So, as reflected here in the list, so there are 6 participating bidders. So we have again GB from or between Elm and WTG Construction. So we have here the mayor's permit for Helm, valid until December 31, 2024. For its DTI is valid until October 10, 2029. Beer tax clearance certificate is valid until February 19, 2025. Field of registration is valid until May 27, 2025. The next for its partner is WTG Construction and Development Corporation. Mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2025. The SEC is valid until February 26, 2043. Beer tax clearance certificate is valid until May 30, 2025. And its field of registration is valid until May 28, 2025. For the next bidder, Impravia Construction. Impravia Construction has a mayor's permit valid until January 11, 2025. DTI or the SEC is valid until July 31, 2056. BR tax clearance certificate is valid until July 10, 2025. Field of registration is valid until August 13, 2025. For the next, we have Alpha and Omega General Contractors and Development Corporation has a mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. The SEC is valid until May 19, 2064. The BIA tax clearance certificate is valid in until January 1 or January 31, 2025. Field of registration is valid until June 4, 2025. For Great Pacific Builders and General Contractors, the mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2024. The SEC is valid until June 19, 2068. BR tax clearance certificate is valid until April 25, 2025. The field of registration is valid until July 9, 2025. Then for the next one, we have PLD Construction and Development Incorporated. Mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2025. The SEC is valid until December 14, 2067. The BI tax clearance certificate is valid until April 18, 2025, while the field of registration is valid until August 17, 2025. For this last but not the least, Vinri Construction Corporation, mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2025. The DTI or the SEC is valid until December 12, 2062. The VR tax clearance certificate is valid until October 18, 2025. Field of registration is valid until November 8, 2025. Let's now see the result for its technical and financial aspect. For the joint venture, we have Helm Construction Supplies, pickup license valid until February 12, 2026. Pickup registration is valid until July 4, 2027. Work experience result passed. NFCC result also passed. For its partner, WTG Construction and Development Corporation, pickup license is valid until August 12, 2026. Pickup registration is valid until May 20, 2025. Work experience result passed, and the NFCC result also passed. The second one, we have Impravia Construction. Impravia Construction has a pickup license valid until October 9, 2025. Pickup registration is valid until July 9, 2025. Work experience result passed, and the NFCC result also passed. For the third one, we have Alpha and Omega General Contractor. Pickup license valid until March 30, 2025. Pickup registration is valid until June 24, 2026. Work expense result passed, and the NFCC result also passed. The fourth one, we have Great Pacific Builders and General Contractors Incorporated. The pickup license is valid until March 28, 2025. Pickup registration is valid until March 28, 2025. Result for its work experience passed, and the NFCC result passed. For the fifth one, we have PLD Construction and Development Incorporated. Pickup license valid until September 20, 2026. Pickup registration is valid until June 30, 2026. Work experience result passed, and the NFCC result also passed. The last one, we have Benray Construction Corporation. We have pickup license valid until 10 or October 7, 2026. The pickup registration is valid until April 16, 2027. Work experience result passed, and the NFCC result also passed. Therefore, the 6 participating bidders are all eligible to participate. Okay, we proceed now to the evaluation and examination of its technical financial documents. Kindly distribute. Okay, paano daw? Para dili mapuno dili.
Mr. Chairman, PLD Construction and Development Incorporated submitted their technical proposal is complying.
Okay, for PLD, the technical component submitted and evaluated is complying.
Development Corporation submitted their technical proposal for contract ID comply.
Okay, for Alpha Omega, their technical component submitted and as evaluated is also complying. Okay, for Improbra Construction, their submitted technical component as evaluated is also complying.
Mr. Chairman, technical proposal submitted by Great Pacific Builders and General Contractor Incorporated complying.
Okay, for Great Pacific, their technical component per submission is evaluated and found out to be complying. The Okay, for GB, joint venture of WTG and Helm Construction, their technical component submitted is also complying. Okay, for the technical component submitted by Benray Construction as evaluated and examined is also complying.
Time, Mr. Chair.
Time check now is exactly 4 p.m. in the afternoon. 4 p.m.
Okay, Mr. Chair, PLD Construction and Development Incorporated submitted their financial proposal for contract ID number 25HF0015 is complying.
Okay, for PLD, the financial document submitted and as per evaluation is found out to be complying.
Yes, Mike.
Okay, for Improbia Construction, as per evaluation for their submitted financial component is found to be complying. Okay, for Alpha Omega, the financial component as per evaluation is found out to be complying.
Mr. Chairman, financial proposal submitted by Great Pacific Builders and General Contractors Incorporated complying.
Okay, for Great Pacific, their financial component submitted and as per evaluation is found out to be complying. Okay, for the joint venture of Helm and WTG Construction, their financial component submitted as per evaluation is also complying. Wala na? Okay, for Binray Construction, their financial documents submitted and as examined is also complying. No more? Okay. Okay, so as a result, all the participating bidders for the 0015, they are all eligible. Hence, they are qualified to participate. Okay, so I'd like to excuse Call of Nature. Music, please. Music.
Just Mike.
Okay, so kindly evaluate the or examine the bid security, Ma'am Lisel.
Mr. Chairman, the 6 participating bidders for contract ID number 25HF0015, they are all submitted their bid security in the form of bid securing declaration with 120 calendar days, and they are all over ratings passed.
Okay, so we are going to read now their bid quotations. So let us start with Great Pacific. So for Great Pacific, they have a quotation in the amount of 144,714,000 and 117 pesos and 3 cents or 0.03. I repeat, 144,714,117 pesos and 0.03 cents. Okay, that's the first one. We go now to the next. We have from Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega has a bid amount in the amount of 143,305,361 pesos and 76 cents. I repeat, 143,305,361 pesos and 76 cents. The third one we have from Infrabia. Infrabia has a bid amount or a quotation in the amount of 144,699,571 pesos, 0.04 or 4 cents. I repeat, 144,699,571 pesos, 0.04. For the next one, we have from Binri Construction. Binri Construction has a bid amount in the amount of 144,561,494 pesos, 0.04, less 30,000. I repeat, 144,561,494 pesos and 0.04, less 30,000. Kindly calculate, please. And that would be their final quotation. How much?
144531.
144,531, 494 and or 0.04. Okay, let's go now to the next. We have from PLD Construction. PLD Construction has a bid amount or a quotation in the amount of 144,744,962 pesos and 78 cents. I repeat, 144,744,962 pesos and 78 cents. The last we have from WTG Construction and Helm Joint Venture. They have a quotation in the amount of 142,578,750 pesos only, less 30,000. I repeat, 142,578,750 pesos, less 30,000. And that would be the final quotation. How much?
548.
Okay, so that's it. No? So who is the lowest?
Joint venture. Helm Construction.
So the joint venture of Helm and WTG has the lowest, an offer of 142,548,750 pesos only. Again, this is subject to post-qualification and further evaluation. Okay, that's it for 0015. Yes, your excuse? Question? Yeah, the same. 30,000, 30%. Oh, that's it, 30%. Compute man. Oh, 30,000 ang iko. Oh, sorry, that would be 30%. 30% of that. Sorry, I stand corrected. Didaghan ang papel din, malibat ito.
Hintayin na lang.
Okay, so how much?
Bracket, ma'am. Oo. Oh, okay lang, okay lang. Sige, okay lang. Okay. Okay, sige, sige, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
May I see balik na to, nalibat na po. So, kinsa may lowest? Binday, oh. Yes, 30%. Mahal kaya ko itanong. 30,000. So, sorry nasayop ko, pero it's here. So, puro sila less 30,000. Ako ibalik to be clear. Kaya akong mata, murag, diferensyado na ba gini? Alagay, dili 30,000. Huwag ko makorek din. Okay, so I repeat, for Binray Construction, the bid amount is 144,561,494 and 4 cents or 0.04, less 30%. Muna siya. Okay. Then the next one, WTG. WTG has a bid amount in the amount of 142,578,750 pesos, less 30%. Okay, that's clear already. So, pila. So, who is the lowest? Huh? Okay, so that's it. GB has the lowest in the amount of 99,805,125 pesos and 0 cents. So that's final. So again, this is subject to post evaluation and further evaluation. So thank you. Sorry for the misreading. No? Okay, libat na ko. Okay, so that's it for 0015. We move now to 0029. Okay, for 0029, this is about the construction of multipurpose building at Barangay Carmen, Toledo City, Cebu, with an approved budget of 4,950,000. Let us see now the result of its CWA. So 0029. Okay, we have here for 0029, we have a lone bidder, and this is Unseen Construction and Development. So loan bidder and supply rather. So we have here the result for its CWA. So as reflected in the CWA, we have also a loan bidder here, Unseen Construction and Supply. So let us read now the result for its legal aspects. Legal aspect for Unseen Construction and Supply, mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2024. The DTI is valid until May 29, 2029. BR tax clearance certificate is valid until January 30, 2025. The field of registration is valid until June 10, 2025. For its technical and financial aspect. Okay, so for its technical and financial aspects, so we have here the result. For Unseen Construction, the pickup license valid until May 28, 2025. Pickup registration is valid until October 24, 2025. The work experience result passed, and the NFCC result also passed. Hence, Unseen Construction is eligible. So kindly distribute the documents for Unseen and kindly evaluate and examine their documents. So time check now is exactly 4:15 in the afternoon, 4:15.
Ilan na lang ba ni? Kulang. Marami pa.
Okay.
Yan ang
29? That one. This one is 36. Hindi pa. Susunod ito. Okay, music please. I'm unsing. Yeah.
Update mo.
No. Music. Music, EG. Ba't ko lang?
Appearance siya ba? Ano? Kapag ilan,
Ano di alam?
Siya, sa garang mo, siya, ako na notice. Isil doon ka lang siya. Dapat isil, di ba? Ano? Hindi, pasigod lang yun na to. Kaya siya ka isa.
Okay. Proceed, please. Okay, for the result for the technical component submitted by Unseen Construction, as per evaluation, is complying.
Lagi. Lagi na. Lagi.
Okay, so we have now the financial component as evaluated from Unseen or for Unseen is also complying. Hence, Unseen is eligible. Okay, kindly check the bid security, Ma'am Lisel.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, contract ID number 25HF0029. Anzen Construction and Supply submitted their bid security in the form of bid securing declaration with 120 calendar days of validity period and our ratings passed.
Okay, so we have now the quotation coming from Unseen Construction for the 0029 loan bidder. So they have a quotation in the amount of 4,945,000 pesos only. I repeat, 4,945,000 pesos only. And again, this is subject to post qualification. So that's it for 0029. For the next, we have 25H at 0036. And this is about the construction of road, Barangay Kamansi to Buran, Cebu, with an ABC of 4,950,000 pesos only. So we have the CWA result, and as reflected here, there are two participating bidders, registered under CWA. So we have Juga Builders and JJ and J Construction and General Supply. So we now see the result, read the result. So for the legal aspects, JJ and J Construction has a mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. The DTI is valid until September 29, 2025. The BR tax clearance certificate is valid until October 10, 2022, or rather 2025. Field of registration is valid until May 2, 2025. Juga Builders and Construction Supply has a mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. The DTI is valid until May 23, 2028. BR tax clearance certificate is valid until June 24, 2025. The PhilJEP registration is valid until February 28, 2025. For the financial aspect, technical and financial aspects, so we have JG&J has a pickup license valid until March 26, 2026. Pickup registration is valid until July 4, 2025. Work experience result pass, and the NFCC result also pass. For Juga, Juga has a pickup license valid until March 16, 2025. Pickup registration is valid until October 16, 2027. Work experience result pass, and the NFCC result also pass. Therefore, the two participating bidders are all eligible. Okay, kindly again distribute the documents for
Time, sir.
evaluation and assessment. Time check now is exactly 4:25 p.m. 4:25 p.m. Music, please.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
technical proposal from Juga Builders and Construction Supply complying.
Okay, for the evaluation for the technical components submitted by Juga is complying.
Mr. Chairman, JJ&J Construction and General Supply submitted the technical proposal for contract ID 25HF 0036 complying.
Okay, for JJ&J, its technical component as per evaluation is also complying.
Mr. Chair, financial proposal from Juga Builders and Construction Supply complying.
Okay, for Juga Builders, the financial component per evaluation is likewise complying. Okay, so proceed with the Alabelas, okay?
Mr. Chairman, JJ&J Construction and General Supply submitted their financial proposal complying.
Okay, for JG&J, its financial component as evaluated and submitted is also complying. Hence, both participating bidders are all complying. Okay, so we proceed now with the bid security examination, Ma'am Lizelle.
And also, Mr. Chair, for contract ID number 25HF0036, both JJ&J Construction and General Supply and with Juga Builders and Construction Supply, they are submitted their bid security in the form of bid securing declaration with 120 calendar days validity period and overall ratings passed.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Lizelle. So we now read their bid quotation. So we have here quotation of JG&J and we have from Juga Builders. Ito ba? Okay, Juga Builders. This one is JG&J. So let us now see the result. Okay, for Juga Builders, we have or they have a quotation in the amount of 4,942,500 pesos only. 4,942,500 pesos only. For JG&J, they have a quotation in the amount of 4,945,000 pesos only. 4,945,000 pesos only. So we have the lowest from Juga Builders. And again, this is subject to post-qualification. So we move now to 0037, and this is about the construction of road, Barangay Monte Alegre, Tuburan, Cebu, with an ABC of 4,950,000 pesos. Okay, so let's see now the result for the CWA. So as reflected here, we have two participating bidders, registered Juga Builders and JJ&J. So we now read the result for the evaluation under legal aspects. So JJ&J has a mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. Its DTI is valid until September 29, 2025. The BR tax clearance certificate is valid until October 22, 2025. For the PhilJEP registration, it's valid until May 2025. For Juga Builders and Construction Supply, legal aspects, mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2024. The DTI is valid until May 23, 2028. Beer tax clear certificate is valid until June 24, 2025. Field of registration is valid until February 28, 2025. For the technical and financial aspects, JJ&J has a pickup license valid until March 26, 2026. Pickup registration is valid until July 4, 2025. Work experience result pass, and the NFCC result also pass. And the next one we have from Juga Builders. Juga Builders has a pickup license valid until March 16, 2025. Pickup registration is valid until October 16, 2025. Work experience result pass, and the NFCC result also pass. So kindly distribute the documents for evaluation.
Time, sir.
Time check now is now 4:25 p.m. 4:25 p.m.
Mr. Chairman, JJ&J Construction and General Supply submitted their technical proposal for contract ID 25HF0037 complying.
JJ&J.
Okay, for the technical components submitted by JJ&J as per evaluation is complying.
Mr. Chair, technical proposal submitted by Juga Builders and Construction Supply for contract ID 25HF0037 is complying.
Okay, for the technical component submitted by Juga Builders as per evaluation is likewise complying.
Mr. Chairman, JJ&J Construction and General Supply submitted their financial proposal for contract ID 25HF0037 complying.
Okay, for JJ&J, its financial component submitted and as per evaluation is compliant.
Mr. Chair, financial proposal submitted by Joga Builders and Construction Supply for contract ID 25HF0037 complying.
Okay, so they are all complying and hence they are all eligible. So proceed with the bid examination, bid security.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, for contract ID number 25HF0037, the two participating bidder, we have GJ&J Construction and General Supply with Juga Builders and Construction Supply. They are both submitted their bid security, the form of bid security declaration with 120 calendar days validity period and all their ratings passed.
Okay, so let's now read and open and read their quotation. So for Juga Builders, they have a bid quotation in the amount of 4,941,500 pesos only. 4,941,500 pesos only. While for JG&J, they have a bid quotation in the amount of 4,945,000 pesos only. 4,945,000 pesos only. So we have the lowest, Juga Builders. Again, this is subject to post-qualification. So that's it for 0037. We go now to 0032. Okay, so for 0032, so we have the result of its CWA, two participating bidders recorded here. So YBK Construction and JG&J. So let us see now the result for the legal aspects. So JG&J has a mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. Its DTI is valid until September 29, 2025. BR tax clearance certificate is valid until October 22, 2025. Field of registration is valid until May 2, 2025. For the YBK construction, mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2024. The DTI is valid until November 8, 2027. BR tax clearance certificate is valid until January 31, 2025. Field of registration is valid until March 19, 2025. So for the next one, we have the technical and financial aspects. So JG&J has a pickup license valid until March 26, 2026. Pickup registration is valid until July 4, 2025. Work experience result pass and the NFCC result also pass. For the YBK construction, YBK has a pickup license valid until October 5, 2025. Pickup registration is valid until September 15, 2026. Work experience result pass and the NFCC result also pass. For so that's it, no? So the two of the participating bidders are all eligible. So please proceed with the evaluation.
Time, sir.
Time check now is exactly 4:15 in the afternoon. 4:15.
4:25 to ganina? 4:25 to ganina?
Yeah.
For 25 to ganina, sir.
For, 50.
For
4:45.
for-
4:45 PM. Okay, kindly open and evaluate the documents, please.
Mr. Chairman, JJ and J Construction and General Supply submitted technical proposal for contract ID 25HF0032 complying.
For GG&Z, the technical component submitted as per evaluation is complying.
Mr. Chairman, YBK Construction Supply submitted technical proposal for contract ID number 25HF0032 complying.
Okay, for YBK, its technical component submitted and as per evaluation is found to be complying.
Construction and General Supply submitted their financial proposal for contract ID 25HF0032 complying.
Okay, for the financial? For the JG&J's financial document submitted as evaluated and examined is complying. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, financial proposal submitted by YBK Construction for contract ID 25HF00.
Okay, for YBK, the financial component as they submitted and evaluated is also complying. Hence, both participating bidders are all eligible. Okay, so kindly check the bid security, Ma'am Giselle.
Mr. Chairman, for contract ID number 25HF0032, both participating bidders, JJ&J Construction and General Supply and YBK Construction, they are both submitted their bid security in the form of BSD with 120 calendar days validity period and all the ratings passed.
Okay, let us now read the result of the bid quotation of the two participating bidders. So we have here for JJ&J. JJ&J has a bid amount in the amount of 4,946,079 pesos and 80 cents. 4,946,079 pesos and 80 cents. Okay, for YBK, YBK has a bid amount in the amount of 4,945,000 pesos only. I repeat, 4,945,000 pesos only. So we have the lowest, we have YBK. Again, this is subject to post-qualification. Okay, so we move now to the next. And this is about, so this is F0035, the construction of road at Barangay Mag-Alwa, Tuburan, Cebu, in the amount of ABC, in the amount of 4,950,000 pesos only. And again, as reflected in the CWA, we have two participating bidders coming from Juga Builders and JJ&J. Okay, let us now read the result of each CWA for the legal aspects. So for the legal aspects, JJ&J has a mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. The DTI is valid until September 29, 2025. The DTI or the BIR tax clearance certificate is valid until October 22, 2025. PhilJet registration is valid until May 2, 2025. Juga Builders and Construction Supply has a mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2025. The DTI is valid until May 23, 2028. The BIA tax clearance certificate is valid until June 24, 2025. And its PhilJet registration is valid until February 28, 2025. For the technical and financial aspects, for JJ&J, we have the pickup license valid until March 26, 2026. The pickup registration is valid until July 4, 2025. Work experience result pass, and the NFCC result also pass. For Juga Builders, may pickup license valid until March 16, 2025. The pickup registration is valid until October 16, 2025. For the work experience result passed, and the NFCC result passed. Therefore, the two participating bidders are all eligible. So kindly again examine and evaluate the documents.
Mr. Chair, technical proposal from Juga Builders and Construction Supply complying.
Complying.
From GG&G Construction and General Supply, technical proposal submitted, complying.
Okay, for the technical component submitted by JG&J is also complying.
Mr. Chair, financial proposal from Juga Builders and Construction Supply complying.
Okay, financial components submitted by Juga Builders as evaluated and examined is also complying.
GG&G Construction and General Supply, financial proposal is complying.
Okay, for JG&J, the financial component per evaluation is complying. Okay, so we will proceed now with the bid security examination. Time check now is exactly 4:58 p.m. 4:58 p.m.
Okay, Mr. Chair, for contract ID number 25HF0035, for the two participating bidders, we have GJ&J Construction and General Supply and Juga Builders and Construction Supply. They are both submitted their bid security in the form of BSD with 120 calendar days validity period, and they are both overall ratings passed.
Okay, let's now read the bid quotation of the two participating contractors. So we have the first one coming from JG&J Construction. They have a bid quotation in the amount of 4,945,000 pesos only. 4,945,000 pesos only. And the next we have from Juga Builders. Juga Builders has a bid quotation in the amount of 4,938,500 pesos only. I repeat, 4,938,500 pesos only. So we have the lowest as of this reading, Juga Builders. And again, this is subject to hello, G. Lobat na tayo, G. Lobat na. Okay. So we now move on to the next, and this is second to the last. We have 0040, and this is about the construction of road, Barangay Manga to Barangay Kalangahan, Tuburan, Cebu. ABC is 49 million pesos only. Okay, so we now read the result for its CWA, and as reflected here, the CWA, there are 5 participating bidders, namely WGO Construction, Supriya Philippines Development Corporation, PLD Construction, HDM Construction, okay, so let's read the result for its CWA. So for the legal aspects. So for JB, this is a joint venture of J&J and Juga Builders. So for the mayor's permit of J&J, we have permit valid until December 31, 2024. The DTI is valid until September 29, 2025. The BR tax clearance certificate is valid until October 22, 2025. PLG registration is valid until May 2, 2025. For its partner, Juga Builders, we have the mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. The DTI is valid until May 23, 2028. BR tax clearance certificate is valid until June 24, 2025. Field of registration is valid until February 28, 2025. For Helm Construction and Supplies, the second mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. DTI is valid until October 10, 2029. BR tax clearance certificate is valid until February 19, 2025, while its field of registration is valid until May 27, 2025. For the next, we have WGO Construction and Supply. WGO Construction has a mayor's permit valid until March 18, 2025. The DTI is valid until December 20, 2026. The BR tax clearance certificate is valid on September 30, 2025. Its field of registration is valid until May 28, 2025. For Supriya Philippines Development Corporation, the mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2025. Its SEC is valid until February 3, 2066. The BR tax clearance certificate is valid until September 5, 2025. Bill of registration is valid until October 14, 2025. And the next one we have from PLD Construction and Development Corporation. Mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2024. The DTI is valid until December 14, 2067. BR tax clearance certificate is valid until April 18, 2025. The PLG registration is valid until August 17, 2025. For the legal and technical and financial aspects, we have a joint venture, so JJ&J and Juga Builders. For JJ&J, the pickup license is valid until March 26, 2026. Pickup registration is valid until July 4, 2025. Work experience result passed, and the NFCC result also passed. Juga Builders has a pickup license valid until March 16, 2025. Pickup registration is valid until October 16, 2027. Work experience result passed, and the NFCC result also passed. For the second one, we have Helm Construction and Supplies. Helm Construction and Supplies has a pickup license valid until February 12, 2026. Pickup registration is valid until July 4, 2025. Work experience result passed, and the NFCC result also passed. For the third one, WGO Construction and Supply, pickup license valid until February 3, 2025. Pickup registration is valid until December 4, 2024. Work experience result passed, NFCC result passed. For Supriya Philippines Development Corporation, pickup license valid until March 30, 2025. Pickup registration is valid until September 9, 2025. Work experience result passed, and the NFC result passed. For the fifth one, the last, we have PLD Construction. PLD has a pickup license valid until September 20, 2026. Pickup registration is valid until June 30, 2026. Work experience result passed, and the NFCC result passed. Hence, both participating bidders are all eligible. So kindly distribute the documents for assessment and evaluation. So this is the second to the last, and after this it will be the last opening. Okay, excuse me.
Yung maniga pilag cluster in asa yung kuan. Sa aha, majugani. Juga. Hindi mo maniga pilag cluster in mong envelope. Oh, busy na. Busy na ni. Awara good.
Sopriya.
Pa, di ba ka na? Sila.
Major with flower. Where is this?
Pilit ng bang. Mura may grade 1 section buting eh.
Tanay, sige.
Mr. Chair, technical proposal from PLD Construction Development Incorporated complying.
Okay, for the technical component submitted by PLD Construction, as evaluated is complying.
Sopriya Philippines Development Corporation, technical proposal submitted is complying.
For Sopriya Philippines Incorporated, the technical component per examination and evaluation is complying.
Mr. Chairman, technical proposal submitted by Helm Construction and Supply complying.
For Helm Construction, its technical component or document submitted as evaluated is also complying.
WGO.
For WGO, the technical component as evaluated and as submitted is also complying.
And also with joint venture of Juga Builders and Construction Supply with JJ&J Construction and General Supply is complying.
For the joint venture of JB, for the JB Juga Builders and JJ&J is also complying its technical component.
Mr. Chairman, the joint venture with GJ&J Construction and General Supply and Juga Builders and Construction Supply are complying with their financial proposal.
For the financial proposal submitted by joint venture Juga and JG&J as per evaluation and examination is also complying.
Mr. Chairman, PLD Construction and Development Incorporated,
PLD.
their financial proposal complying.
PLD
Okay,
financial.
for PLD construction, their financial component submitted as evaluated is complying.
Chair, financial proposal submitted by Sophia Philippines Development Corporation complying.
For Sophia Philippines, their financial documents submitted as evaluated is also complying.
Mr. Chairman, financial proposal submitted by Helm Construction and Supplies complying.
Okay, for Helm Construction and Supplies, their financial component as evaluated is also complying. Apa? For WGO Construction, the financial component as examined and assisted or assist is also complying. No more?
Time, sir.
No more? No more? Okay, time check is now 5:12 p.m. in the afternoon. 5:12 p.m. So, as per evaluation, all the participating bidders for 0042, they are all eligible. So we proceed now to the examination of the bid security.
Mr. Chairman, the joint venture with JJ&J Construction and General Supply and Juga Builders Construction and Supply and Helm Construction and Supplies and WGO Construction and Supplies and Supriya Philippines Development Corporation. And lastly, with PLD Construction and Development Incorporated, they are both submitted their bid security in the form of bid securing declaration with 120 calendar days validity period, and both overall ratings passed.
Okay, so we proceed now with the opening and reading of their quotation. Okay, so let's first read the bid offer or the quotation of WGO. WGO has a bid quotation in the amount of 48,922,872 pesos and 0.05 or 5 cents. I repeat, 48,922,872.05. For the next, we have from PLD Construction. PLD Construction has a bid quotation in the amount of 48,994,978 pesos and 90 cents. I repeat, 48,994,978 pesos and 90 cents. The next we have from Juga Builders. Juga Builders has a bid quotation in the amount of 48,610,500 pesos only. 48,610,500 pesos only. For the next one, we have bid coming from Sophia Philippines. Sophia Philippines has a bid amount in the amount of 48,994,305 pesos and 22 cents. I repeat, 48,994,305 pesos and 22 cents. The last but not the least, we have quotation coming from Helm Construction in the amount of 48,695,051 pesos and 70 cents. I repeat, 48,695,051 51 pesos and 70 cents. Okay, so who is the lowest, please? Okay, so Juga got the lowest offer in the amount of how much? 48,610,500 pesos only. And again, this is subject to post-qualification. So that's it for 0040. So we go now to the last and final opening of bids for 0042. And this is about the construction of road, Barangay Hagbuaya to Kanan, Tuburan, Cebu, in the amount of 49 million pesos only. And there are five participating bidders as reflected here in the CWA, namely WGO Construction and Supply, Supriya Philippines Development Corporation, PLD Construction, Helm Construction, Juga Builders, and Construction Supply. So we now read the result of the CWA, and we go now to the legal aspects. So for the legal aspects, so we have the first one, GB, JJ&J, and Juga joint venture. So for JJ&J, we have here the result for its legal aspects. For the legal aspects for JJ&J, mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2024. The DTI is valid until September 29, 2025. BR tax clearance certificate is valid until October 22, 2025, while its field of registration is valid until May 2, 2025. Juga Builders has a mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. The DTI is valid until May 23, 2028. The BR tax clearance certificate is valid until June 24, 2025. Field of registration is valid until February 28, 2025. For Helm Construction and Supplies, its mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2024. The DTI is valid until October 10, 2029. BR tax clearance certificate is valid until February 19, 2025. Field of registration is valid until May 27, 2025. For WGO Construction and Supply, the mayor's permit is valid until March 18, 2025. DTI is valid until December 20, 2026. BR tax clearance certificate is valid until September 30, 2025. Field of registration is valid until May 28, 2025. For Supriya Philippines Development Corporation, mayor's permit is valid until December 31, 2025. Its SEC is valid until February 3, 2066. BR tax clearance certificate is valid until September 5, 2025, while its field of registration is valid until October 14, 2025. For the last but not the least, PLD Construction and Development Incorporated has a mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2024. The SEC is valid until December 14, 2067. The BR tax clearance certificate is valid until April 18, 2025. Field of registration is valid until August 17, 2025. For the joint venture of JJ&J and Juga, JJ&J has a pickup license valid until March 26, 2026. Pickup registration is valid until July 4, 2025. Work experience result pass, and the NFCC result pass. Juga Builders has a mayor's pickup license valid until March 16, 2025. Pickup registration is valid until October 16, 2027. The work experience result pass, and the NFCC result also pass. For the second, Helm Construction and Supplies, pickup license valid until February 12, 2026. Pickup registration is valid until July 4, 2027. Work experience result pass, and the NFCC result pass. For WGO Construction and Supply, Pickup license valid until February 3, 2025. Pickup registration is valid until December 4, 2024. Work experience result, failed. NFCC result, pass. So WGO Construction, take note of this. Okay, so PRIA, Philippines Development Corporation. So we have its pickup license valid until March 30, 2025. Pickup registration is valid until September 9, 2025. Work experience result, pass. And the NFCC result, pass. For PLD, the last but not the least, we have pickup license valid until September 20, 2026. Then pickup registration is valid until June 30, 2026. Work experience result, pass. And the NFCC result, pass. Okay, so we have one who failed under the work experience, and that is WGO. So
Sir.
time check now is exactly 5:20 p.m. So please hold on the documents for WGO. Do not open. Okay, this should be the last and final. So we have opened 13 group of documents, and this should be the last.
Mr. Chairman, Helm Construction and Supply submitted their technical component for contract ID number 25HF0042 is complying.
Okay, for Helm Construction, their technical component submitted as evaluated is complying.
Mr. Chair, technical proposal from Supriya Philippines Development Corporation complying.
Okay, for the technical proposal submitted by Supriya Philippines as evaluated is also complying. PLD ko daw? PLD? PLD?
PLD.
Okay, for PLD, the technical component submitted as evaluated is also complying.
Mr. Chair, Chuga Builders and Construction Supply, joint venture with GG&G Construction and General Supply, submitted their technical component complying.
Okay, for the joint venture of Juga and JJ&J, as evaluated, their technical component submitted is complying. Okay. Paring Sani, okay na.
Chairman, PLD Construction and Development Incorporated submitted their financial proposal comply.
Okay, for PLD, their financial component submitted and evaluated is also complying.
Mr. Chair's financial proposal from Supriya Philippines Development Corporation complying.
Okay, for Supriya Philippines, their financial component submitted and evaluated is likewise complying.
Mr. Chair, Helm Construction submitted their financial component is complying.
Okay, for Helm Construction, their financial component is as evaluated is also complying.
Mr. Chair, from joint venture of GG&G Construction General Supply and Juga Builders and Construction Supplies submitted their financial proposal complying.
Okay, for the joint venture of Juga and JJ&J, their financial component per evaluation is also complying. Napa? Okay, we will now open their
Bid
bids.
securing declaration.
So kindly check the bid security, Ma'am Lucelle.
Okay, Mr. Chair, for our joint venture by GJ&J Construction and General Supply with Juga Builders and Construction Supply and Helm Construction and Supplies and Supriya Philippines Development Corporation. And last, we have BLD Construction and Development Incorporated submitted their bid security in the form of bid securing declaration and with 120 calendar days, and they are both over ratings passed.
Okay, so they're all qualified. So let's now read the result and the bid quotation of its participating bidders. Let's go now to the first one. We have here from Supriya Philippines. Supriya Philippines has a bid amount or has a quotation in the amount of 48,986,840 pesos and 56 cents. I repeat, 48,986,840 pesos and 56 cents. For the next one, we have bid quotation coming from Helm Construction. Helm Construction has a bid amount or a bid quotation in the amount of 48,887,988 pesos and 40 cents. I repeat, 48,887,988 pesos and 40 cents. The next one, we have quotation coming from PLD Construction, and they have a bid quotation in the amount of 48,994,908 pesos and 24 cents. I repeat, 48,994,908 pesos and 24 cents. And the last but not the least, from Juga Builders, or it's a joint venture for Juga and JJ&J, and they have a bid quotation in the amount of 48,698,500 500 pesos only. I repeat, 48,698,500 pesos only. And so far, we have the lowest. This is the lowest, I think. So Juga, or the joint venture of Juga and JG&J. So with this, we are going to stop up to here since this is the last, and I would like to thank everybody who are here and those who are viewing later on. Thank you so much for your presence, and see you on the other bidding dates. Thank you. Good afternoon, and God bless us all. Time check now is exactly 5:30 in the afternoon. 5:30.